So. Yes, this is constructing multi-column layout. Multi-column. Okay, by the name only we can say that multi-column, right? So I will open this one. So multi-column layout. Okay. In many websites, you guys have noticed that one container and next to the other container, there will be like in a table format, you can see, right? So we're going to add some of the content in the form of columns. Means we have to create one or two columns or three columns depending upon what our web requirement is there. We're going to create the columns, right? And we're going to create the columns. How to create the columns? So as I said, we can create the columns. Not only the columns, means we can change the position of the element, right? We can change the position of the element. We can change. We can float the elements. We can float the elements. Means what I'm trying to explain here is in multi-column layout, while the creation of multi-column layout, we're going to use the same position property and the float property. We can create the columns by using position property, also by using float property. If we use the position property, what advantage, how it will work, right? The position, it's going to just change the position of the element. That's it, going to change the position of the element. If you're creating the column with a position, means we can change the position of that particular column anywhere on the browser, right? If you use the same column, if you try to create the same column with the float property, you can use that same column or same particular tables, right? Multiple times, thrice, fourth, however you want, how much you want, you can keep in the browser, right? So the first, we're going to create a column. Okay, create the column using float. Create the column using float means create columns using float, or it can using position create the column. Okay, we can create columns using float. We can create the columns using position. Okay, we'll see first this creating the column using float, right? So go to the notepad, right? Go to notepad, then the structure of the HTML we have to use first, right? So doc type and HTML and head, right? So in head, I will give the title like uh, float to create create columns. How to create the columns. Okay, I'll close this title and I will close the head part. Then I'm going to open the body. And I'm going to close this body. Then I'm going to close this HTML. Right, this is the skeleton. You can say this is the structure of the HTML. Now we're going to add the elements. We're going to add the element according to our program. Correct. So what we are trying to create is we're going to create the columns here. Right. We are trying to create the columns. Correct. So for creating columns means you obviously you guys know what is a column. So we are trying to create one box, one column, and two columns and three columns. However, how much columns we want, we're going to create that. Right. Creating the column is not that easy in the web. For that also we're having a separate code to create the column. Whatever we are going to do with our browser, right? We're going to create. We're going to use the tags. Right. We're going to use the tags over there. Right. So first I'll move to the body part and I want the heading. So I'm using the header, right? So I want heading. So what I will do, I will create whatever the software departments we have in our college. Okay, software department means we have computer science and information science. These are the two software department we have. So I'm just trying to create a column, right? I'm just giving some information on one information science, some information on computer science. This is what I want to display in my browser. Okay, through with the help of columns, right? So what I will do, I just use the heading, header H1. So SPIT software departments, software department. Okay, this is done. Now we'll create the departments, right? We're going to create the departments now. How to create the departments? We have two departments. One, we have what? CSE, other we have ISE. So you guys know, right, when to use the ID means selectors, when to use the ID selector and when to use the class selector. ID selector, when we're going to use the ID selector, both performs the same, right? Both perform the same operation. Difference is that ID selector is used for specific purpose. ID selector is used for specific purpose, and for class we're going to use for general purpose, right? So here software CSC and ISC, these are two, or I'm going to create the class, because whatever the modification, whatever the changes I want to do, right, I can do for this class. So what I will do, I will create one div, right? Div I will create, nothing but I'm trying to create the container over here, right? So div class equals, right? So I'm giving the name for this class like column. I'm trying to create what? Column, or you can give any name over here, right? I'm giving the column because I'm trying to create the column here. That is the name suiting over here. That's the reason I'm giving the column name. Okay, you can give any name over there, right? So style, which type of style sheet we are using here? We are using the inline style sheet, because on the same line we are giving the what? Style. So style, background color, I want gray. Okay, background color I want gray, right? So for which part, means for which data you want to apply this type, right? So for that we have to give the data, right? So I'm giving the data like CSE, computer science department. Okay, I'm closing this part, right? So under this CSE, I want to give some paragraph here. I want to give some paragraph for this CSE. Okay, I will just move to the same. I will copy one paragraph here. Okay, I need some paragraph. Okay, I will take this part. Control C, move here, and I will copy it. Right. So close this paragraph and close this container. Okay, we're creating one container, right? One class for ISC, and we're going to create one class for ISC now. Div. Okay, this is done, right? So what I will do now, I have added, means I have created one column. I have given the name CSC, right? Under that, this paragraph, this content will be displayed. Now I want to create one more column, because what we're trying to create here is creating multi-column layout, not only one column. We're trying to create more than one columns. So what I will do, I will copy the same thing, same code I will copy. I will do slight modification. However, I want to display for IS department, right? So I'm trying to, I will just do modification here, ISC. Okay, I'll change this color. Background color I will change to like yellow. I will change, right? And rest of the things I will keep the same. Okay, rest of the things I will keep the same. Now what it will do, it will just create, right, create two columns, but we have to apply some style rules, right? Style rules means we're going to create. Okay, I will show this one. Save program. Okay, I will start from okay, program. One is there, two is there, three is there, four is not there. I'll just do four. HTML. Save this file. Okay. Go to that particular the program page and program 4. One with Google Chrome. We can see you have created the two columns, but it is not creating side by side because you have not used the float column, float element only, right? We have not used the float element. This is just giving what a basic element, what we are basic style what we are used. It is just displaying like that, right? Now we'll try to add the more style rules for these two columns, right? We're going to add more style rules for these two columns, right? For style rules we can, this is done with the element. Now we have to apply for specific for whole body. We have to apply whole specifically for whole body. Now what I will do, I will just move to the head part. Now I will use internal style sheet. Previous I have used inline style sheet. Now I am using the internal style, right? So for that we have to use style. Okay, and I want to fix the border to the this browser. Okay, I want to fix border means I want to give the size for the box. What box we're trying to create, right? I want to give the size. For that, what I will do, so asterisk symbol I will use means nothing but universal selectors I'm using here, means what I am giving style rule under this under this asterisk, that is applied to entire browser. It is applied to the entire page now, right? So open, I will do this one. Box size I will give, box sizing I will give border box, border hyphen box. Okay, it will create the border to the browser. Okay, now we have created what class here, means we have created class column, right? Class column here, right? For this class we want to apply some style rule. If I apply style rule for this particular class column, it is applied for both CSC and ISC, right? So how to indicate the class with the right dot, right? With the dot, it's a period, right? With that we're going to use that one. So dot column open. So now I want to float this one side. I need CSC and ISC side by side. For that we are using the float property. Then I want to float from left side. Okay, float from left side. If you want right, you can go from right side. It will display from this part. Okay, I want to display from here. So that is I'm giving float left, and I want to give the width. Okay, width some 200 pixel I'm giving. Width means the size, right? Size for CSC and size for ISC. Okay, with 200 width will be there under for CSC, 200 width will be there for ISC, right? So 200 width. Then padding, you know, right? Padding means the space between the margin, between the margin and the this part, correct? The box part. So padding I will do something like 10 pixel, and height I will give like 300 pixel, right? So this style rule will be applied for both CSC and both ISC. Okay, CSC and ISC. But we are trying to create the row also, right? row also. So for that we have to create what? The container for row, means one row we're going to create for C. If we use this part, okay, we'll not get the row here, only the columns will get. We also need row, right? We also need row, means CSC will get one row, middle will get one, center line will get, and ISC, like in table format will if I ask differentiate between absolute and relative, how we will write? We'll create one box, right, and we will create one more box under that, right. At one part we'll write relative, one part we'll write absolute, in center we'll write we'll put one line and start giving the explanation for relative this part and give explanation for absolute this part, right. Same thing we are trying to create over here, means we need one row here, right, means where we are given like absolute and relative, where we are written there like that. CSC and ISC want there. Okay, for that what I'm trying to use, I'm creating one more div for row. So div class row. Okay, div class row. You can we give this under after this part. Okay, after h1 we give this control V. Next, I want to apply some style rule for that one also. So what I will do, row means dot, I use the class for row, so dot row colon after. What this after will do, colon after, okay, it will create one row for CSC, after that it will create one row for ISC, and if you create one more column, then it will create row for that column also. That is the reason we're using after, row after. If you remove this after, it will not create the row for next consecutive columns. Okay, if you remove that one, I will show that. Okay, so width for that particular row, I will just use 100 pixel. Don't want too much space over there, so I'll just use 100 pixel for row. Okay, now we'll try to execute this part, save this, and we see what difference we'll get. Nothing. What happened? So column. Okay, what mistake we have done? Style.
We have not closed style.
Yes. Sorry. Right. So style. Close the style. And now we'll try. Obviously, should come. Yes. See. Correct. You have created the column. If you want, you can give the right one more border solid, like if you it will create the border for this particular box, correct. So it will created the row over here, right. So CSC and ASC consecutively we got this one, right. So next, if we want create one more column, and I will just use other this color, then I will change this to EC, right. So again we should create one more column, right, side by side. Yes, this is how we're going to create the columns, by using what? Float. By using what? Float we can create these columns, right. So